Here we are, it is seed day, woohoo! Yes, finally, exciting. I know everyone's like, Bluemuda, 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 Bluemuda. Well, it's finally here. We're getting ready to drop down the seed. It is right back there behind me. And what did I end up going with? I went with the Barenbrug Turf Blue HGT. And let's talk about why. I spent a good deal of time looking at the NTEP ratings across various cultivars of Kentucky Bluegrass, spent many hours poring over them, and I decided to go with the HGT again solely because I know exactly what to expect out of it. I was extremely impressed with the performance of it in my front lawn. It was fantastic. It germinated quickly. It has a good color. I mean, it's not as dark green as varieties like Midnight, but again, I don't really care about having to go, I'm not a fan of dark lawns. Having a Bermuda lawn, you're not ever going to get like this super just like ultra dark lawn, and frankly that's unnatural, and I really like the color. I like the shade of green that I get with the HGT. Also very impressed with the disease resistance and how it's done all summer long. So that's why I went with it. Last year I purchased it. I also purchased the SOS Max that I overseeded last winter with. However, this year I did reach out to Barenbrug to see if they'd be willing to offer me some seed, and thankfully they were, so a big shout out. Thank you, Barenbrug, for sending me this seed. Also got a really sweet hat that's actually really comfortable. The big question though is if they didn't offer to send me the seed, would I still have used it? Yes, I would have. I would have just ordered some more because I like it and it works. It works well for my region, and it's what most Bluemuda concepts are overseeded with. So the seeding rate on this calls for around 2 to 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So I'm going to stay somewhere within that range. I was advised to put it down at 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet, and that does take into account that this is a coated seed. Now, before y'all get all crazy and why are you using a coated seed? You're wasting all your money on a coating and you get less seed. Well, that's true and false. Yes, you do get less seed. 50% of that bag right there is coating material. However, that coating material contains some absorption capabilities to help with water retention. Also contains some Apron XL, which is a fungicide, which is going to help prevent against fungus and especially Pythium, because we're having to water this lightly and frequently throughout the day, and that right there is just a perfect environment for Pythium to bloom and other fungus issues to bloom, and so I get that baked in without having to do a separate application. So right there is saving me some money. I'll be applying the seed with the Scott's Drop Spreader. It's a tiny little baby one. It only has like, there's arrows on the front of it, and it's like maybe 15 inches, so it's gonna suck. It's gonna take a while to do it. And when I prep the lawn after the scalp, I left certain areas kind of along this mulch line here that's full of clippings and nastiness. Left a little bit of the Bermuda there to kind of act as a barrier. We do have some potential for storms. If it gets washed out, I don't care, I have plenty of seed, but there is a potential of storms. It is going to rain. I just hope it's not severe. Hopefully it's just a nice steady drizzle or a nice steady rain to where I don't have to water it. You all know I've done a fantastic job at watering things throughout the year. Yeah. Okay, let's break out the scale and figure everything out, and we will get to drop spreading. Got about 3,500 square feet back here, so if we were using, say, a 3 pound, or let's go with a 2 pound rate. So that would be 2, 4, 6, 7 pounds. There we go. So we will get this on the scale. I don't know if you can read the actual numbers. It is zeroed out. Look how tiny these guys are. Okay, 7.1 ounces with the first solo cup 4. Okay, we are at 1 pound, 2 pounds 1 ounce. Okay, 2 pounds 5 ounces, so we're at 4.6, or 4 pounds 6 ounces. We want to get to 7. So we have 2 pounds 6 ounces, so that takes us to 4 pounds 12 ounces. Need 4 more ounces of seed. There we go. Okay, the seed is now measured out. We have it in the hopper back here. I have the rate set at 3. I started at the lowest setting, which on this model here goes to a 2. Nothing really came out. I bumped it up to a 3. I got a little bit out. I may adjust it up a little bit more, but KBG seeds are tiny, just like Bermuda seeds. 7 pounds does not seem like a lot, but it's a whole lot of seed. I would rather do multiple passes with a lower number to ensure uniform coverage than just have it all dump out and I run out of seed 3/4 of the way through, or possibly even earlier. One thing I do need to pay attention about is where I've applied the seed. I've been known to miss a stripe or 2 in the past, but that's okay. I'll figure it out, and I'm going to do multiple passes, and I'll probably overlap it quite a bit since I'm going at such a low rate, and this is going to take an eternity. Okay, I stopped the video short. Okay, I stopped the drop spreader segment way too short. I got 2 passes going in. I got the original pass that you saw, then I got a perpendicular pass, and I was just pretty much cutting it in the middle the entire time to ensure that I did not have a mistake of missed passes like I did last year in the front lawn, because that sucked. But now you're probably wondering, oh, what's going down next? Well, nothing. Nothing at all right now anyway. I'm freaking beat. It's hot out here. It's still in the 90s. So right now I'm going to focus on getting everything watered in. So then tomorrow, if it doesn't thunderstorm, or at some point in the next couple days, I will go ahead and I'll drop some starter fertilizer down. It doesn't need to go down the day the seed goes down. You can wait a little bit. I also have some Depth 10 Plus action that I'm rocking. Starter fertilizer will be X-Start, because I have a bag of that sitting in the shed somewhere. For irrigation, I have my spike set up that's run around. I don't have any timers hooked up now, so it's going to be manual for the next little bit, next couple days. Hopefully I'll get that tackled this weekend and get some timers put on it, but we will see. I haven't been good at doing that this year. So that's it for the Bluemuda seeding. Just a tad over 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet with the drop spreader. Went around the perimeter first, then kind of filled it in a crisscross applesauce fashion. And that's it. Now it's time for some water. Anyway, stay tuned next time. We'll talk about the starter fertilizer, peptide applications, and what I'm going to do with that. Have a good one, y'all. Mike, Real Low Dad.